Welcome to English Ascent Daily, where you improve your English, build your confidence, and become better every day. Before we begin, take a slow breath. Relax your shoulders. Let the noise inside your mind become quiet. You do not need to understand every word perfectly. You do not need to remember every grammar rule. And you do not need to wrestle with English as if it stole your morning coffee. Just stay with me, listen calmly, and give yourself permission to learn. Whether you are relaxing at home, walking through your neighborhood, driving to work, or having breakfast, use this moment to slow down. Your English does not need to be fast right now. It only needs to move forward. Many people try to learn English while their minds are full of fear and pressure. They think, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh at me? Why can't I remember this word? These thoughts make learning more difficult. When you feel stressed, your brain has less space to focus, remember information, and form clear sentences. You may know exactly what you want to say, but fear can hide the words. Someone asks you a simple question like, "How was your weekend?" And suddenly your brain closes for the holiday. This does not mean that you are bad at English. It does not mean that you are not intelligent. It simply means that your mind needs less pressure and more peace. When your mind is calm, you can listen more carefully, remember words more easily, and speak with greater confidence. A calm mind does not mean an empty mind. You can still have questions. You can still feel a little nervous. You can still forget a word. Calmness means you do not turn one small problem into a big personal story. You forget the word umbrella, but you do not say, "I will never learn English." You simply say, "the thing we use in the rain." Then you keep speaking. That is calm learning. You solve the small problem in front of you. You do not invite every old fear to join the meeting. Most of those fears do not even bring snacks. They only make noise. Let them wait outside. Your job is not to feel perfect. Your job is to stay present long enough to hear, understand, and try. Your brain can only hold a small amount of new information at one time. This temporary mental space helps you follow a sentence, choose words, and remember what another person just said. Worry uses some of that space. Harsh self-criticism uses more of it. If half of your attention is asking, "Do I sound foolish?" then less attention is available for the actual conversation. This is one reason you may speak well when you practice alone, but freeze when another person is listening. The knowledge did not disappear. Your mental space became crowded. Think of a kitchen counter. You can prepare dinner when the counter is clear. But if it is covered with mail, grocery bags, keys, and 3 cups that nobody wants to wash, cooking becomes harder. Calmness clears a little space. It gives your English somewhere to work. So, before you add more vocabulary, remove some pressure. Do not begin a study session by testing your worth. Begin with a simple promise. Say, for the next 10 minutes, I am allowed to be a learner. A learner is not a finished product. A learner asks questions. A learner pauses. A learner says a sentence, notices a problem, and tries again. That is not failure. That is the work. A basketball player misses shots during practice. A piano student plays the wrong note. An English learner chooses the wrong verb. All three are doing something useful. If practice contains no mistakes, it may be too easy. You do not need to celebrate every mistake with balloons and cake. Just do not treat it like a crime. Now, notice your breathing. When people feel nervous, they often breathe quickly and hold tension in the face, neck, and shoulders. That tension can affect the voice. The words feel trapped. Before speaking, breathe in gently through your nose. Then breathe out a little more slowly. Do this 2 or 3 times. Do not force a huge breath. You are preparing to speak, not trying to become a balloon. A slower breath tells the body that this moment is safe. Your voice may become steadier. Your mouth may move more freely. This small pause also gives your brain time to find the first sentence. Calm breathing will not teach you every verb, but it can help you use the English that you already know. Try it with me now. Breathe in gently. Let the breath out slowly. Then say, I can take my time. Say it again. I can take my time. Notice the meaning. Taking your time does not mean speaking so slowly that everyone forgets the question. It means you do not rush because of fear. Now say, I do not need a perfect sentence. Again, I do not need a perfect sentence. And one more line. I only need to communicate. These are not magic words. They are useful reminders. They move your attention away from performance and back to connection. Language exists so one person can share something with another person. If your message is understood, the language is already doing its job. Calm listening is a good place to begin. Many learners listen to English as if every word is part of an exam. They hear one unknown word and stop following the whole message. Instead, listen for the general idea first. Ask yourself, who is speaking? Where are they? What is happening? How do they feel? Imagine that you hear, I missed the bus, so I called my sister and asked her for a ride. Maybe you do not know the word missed, but you hear bus, called my sister, and ride. You can guess the situation. The person did not travel by bus. The sister helped. Understanding the main idea is a real skill. It trains your brain to keep moving even when one word is unclear. When you listen a second time, choose only one small target. Maybe you listen for past tense verbs. Maybe you notice how the speaker says, asked her. Maybe you write down one useful phrase. Do not try to study pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and American culture in the same 30 seconds. That is not a lesson. That is 5 lessons wearing one coat. Give your attention one job. A calm learner knows what to ignore for now. You can return later. Learning becomes easier when you meet the same language more than once. The first meeting creates familiarity. The next meeting adds detail. Another meeting helps you remember. You are not slow because you need repetition. Repetition is how memory becomes strong. Speaking becomes calmer when you make your ideas smaller. A beginner often tries to build one long sentence because the thought feels long in the first language. Then the sentence becomes a crowded train. There are too many ideas, and nobody knows where to get off. Break the thought into short parts. Instead of saying, yesterday, because the weather was bad and my friend who lives across town called me, I decided, stop. Say, the weather was bad yesterday. My friend called me. She lives across town. We decided to stay home. These sentences are simple, but the story is clear. Clear English is good English. You can connect the sentences later as your confidence grows. Pauses are also part of natural speech. Native speakers pause. They change a sentence after starting it. They use simple phrases while thinking. You can say, let me think. You can say, how can I explain it? You can say, what I mean is. These phrases give you time without ending the conversation. Practice them before you need them. Then they will be ready when your mind becomes blank. If you forget a word, describe it. Say what it does, where you see it, or what it looks like. If you forget receipt at a store, you can ask, can I have the paper that shows what I paid? The sentence is not elegant, but you will probably get the receipt. Communication wins. Let us practice a simple situation. Imagine you are ordering lunch at a small cafe in Seattle. The worker asks, "What can I get for you?" You do not need a clever answer. Breathe. Then say, "I'd like a chicken sandwich, please." The worker asks, "Would you like anything to drink?" You say, "Yes, I'd like an iced tea." Maybe the worker speaks quickly. You can calmly say, "Could you say that again, please?" This sentence is not an apology. It is a normal request. People ask for repetition every day. A room may be noisy. A person may speak softly. Even native speakers sometimes answer, "What?" 3 times, and then smile as if everything is fine. Do not wait until a real conversation to practice calmness. Your brain learns from safe rehearsal. Sit comfortably and imagine a common moment. You are meeting a new coworker. You are asking for help in a grocery store. You are talking to a neighbor. Choose 3 useful sentences. Say them aloud at a comfortable speed. Then change one detail. "I'm looking for the rice" can become, "I'm looking for the coffee." "I started this job on Monday" can become, "I started this class in June." Small changes teach you how a sentence works. They are more useful than repeating one fixed line 50 times while your mind travels somewhere else. Pronunciation also improves when the body is relaxed. If your jaw is tight and your tongue is afraid to move, English sounds become harder. Warm up in a simple way. Move your jaw gently. Smile, then relax your face. Say a few easy sounds. Try me, may, my, more. Try tea, day, time, done. Do not judge the sound after every attempt. Listen, copy, and notice. Your goal is not to remove every sign of your first language. An accent is not a mistake. The goal is clear speech. Ask, "Can another person understand this word?" That question is kinder and more useful than, "Do I sound exactly like someone from California?" Vocabulary needs calm attention too. A long word list can create the feeling of progress, but the brain remembers words better when they have meaning and connection. Choose a word that fits your real life. Suppose the word is schedule. Say it. Read it in a sentence. "My schedule is busy this week." Then create your own sentence. "I check my schedule every morning." Later, try to remember it without looking. Use it again the next day. Each successful return makes the path to that word easier to find. You do not need to repeat it 100 times in one sitting. Short reviews over several days are usually more powerful than one giant study session. Memory also becomes stronger when you try to bring information back. Reading a sentence again can feel easy because the answer is in front of you. Close the page and ask, "What was the sentence?" Even if you remember only part of it, your brain is working. Then check and try again. Keep this process light. It is a small challenge, not a court trial. You can place 5 phrases on cards. Look at the meaning and say the English phrase. Later, reverse the cards. At the end, choose one phrase and use it in a short story. This active practice helps words become available for speaking, not only familiar during reading. Be careful with material that is far above your level. A challenge can help you grow, but constant confusion creates tension. If every sentence has 6 unknown words, choose something easier. Easy material is not childish. It gives you a chance to notice patterns, hear common phrases, and feel successful. Success tells the brain, "I can stay with this." Then attention lasts longer. A good lesson should contain much that you understand and a small amount that stretches you. Think of exercise. You build strength with a weight you can control. You do not begin by trying to lift the entire gym. Create a short routine that your mind can trust. You might begin with 1 quiet minute. Then listen to easy English for 5 minutes. Choose 2 useful sentences. Say each sentence slowly. Change 1 or 2 words. Finish by speaking freely for 1 minute. The whole routine can take 10 or 15 minutes. Because the steps are simple, you do not waste energy deciding what to do. A regular routine also sends a clear message. English has a place in my day. Some days you may practice longer. That is fine, but keep a small version for busy days. A small routine that happens is better than a perfect plan that lives forever in a notebook. Your inner voice matters during this process. If it says, "That was terrible," answer with a fact. Say, "I finished the practice." If it says, "I forgot 3 words," say, "I remembered 7." This is not fake positivity. You are simply looking at the whole picture. Harsh language can make the brain connect English with danger and shame. Fair language makes it easier to return tomorrow. Speak to yourself like a patient teacher. A good teacher does not hide the problem. The teacher says, "This part needs more practice. Let us try it another way." You can be honest without being cruel. Comparison is another source of noise. You may watch someone speak fluent English online and think that you are far behind, but you do not see their full history. You do not see the years of listening, the failed conversations, or the 20 recordings they deleted before posting one. You see one clean minute. Then you compare it with your most difficult day. That comparison is not fair. Measure your progress against your earlier self. Can you understand a little more? Can you speak for 30 seconds longer? Can you recover after forgetting a word? These changes may look small, but they are signs that your system is growing. Some days, your mind will not feel calm. Maybe work was difficult. Maybe you slept badly. Maybe your family needs you. Do not turn a hard day into a final decision about your future. Use the smallest version of your routine. Listen to 1 minute. Say 1 sentence. Review 1 phrase. Then stop without guilt. Keeping a gentle connection with English can protect the habit. Rest is also part of learning. During sleep and quiet time, the brain continues to organize new information. Studying late into the night while your eyes are closing may feel serious, but the book is not learning for you. Sometimes the smartest move is to sleep. When anxiety appears in a real conversation, return to the present moment. Feel your feet on the floor. Let out 1 slow breath. Listen to the last sentence, not the fearful story in your head. You do not have to prepare 5 answers while the other person is speaking. First, understand. Then choose 1 response. If you need time, say, "Let me think for a second." If you are unsure, say, "Do you mean?" and repeat the idea in simple words. This keeps the conversation open. Calm speakers are not always the fastest speakers. They are often the people who stay connected to what is happening now. Imagine that a coworker named Emma asks, "Did you finish the report?" You feel nervous because you need another day. A busy mind may search for a long explanation and lose every useful word. A calm answer can be simple. "I finished most of it. I need 1 more day to check the numbers. I can send it tomorrow morning." The message is clear. You did not use advanced vocabulary. You organized the thought. This is an important lesson. Confidence often comes from knowing what you want to say, not from knowing the biggest words. Give the main answer first. Add 1 reason, then give the next step. Now, let us have a short, calm practice together. Sit in a comfortable position if you can. Look at 1 object near you. Maybe it is a cup, a lamp, a window, or a chair. Say its name in English. Now describe it with 1 word. The cup is blue. Add 1 more detail. The blue cup is on the table. Add a personal idea. "I use this cup every morning." That is how language grows, one clear piece at a time. You did not need a difficult topic. You used your real environment. Look at another object and repeat the process. Name it, describe it, say where it is, say how you use it. Next, think about your morning. Do not translate a long story. Choose 4 simple actions. Say, I woke up at 7, I made coffee, I checked my email, I started work. Now add one feeling. I felt a little tired. Add one reason. I went to bed late. You have created a small story. If you make a grammar mistake, continue to the end. Then return and correct one sentence. This order protects your flow. If you interrupt yourself after every word, speaking becomes difficult. First, communicate, then improve. Fluency and accuracy can help each other, but they do not always need attention at the same moment. Let us practice a calm response to a mistake. Say, yesterday I go to the store. Stop and notice the verb. Do not criticize yourself. Try again. Yesterday I went to the store. Good. The correction is complete. You do not need to spend the next hour asking why you said go. The brain sometimes chooses an old pattern. Correction gives it a better pattern. Repeated correction makes that pattern easier to use next time. This quiet process is how learning happens. Notice, adjust, continue. No drama is required. English already has enough irregular verbs. It does not need extra drama from us. It also helps to end each practice with evidence of progress. Write one sentence. I understood the main idea. Or, I used 2 new phrases. Or, I spoke even when I felt nervous. Keep the sentence specific. After several weeks, these notes show a story that feelings may hide. On a difficult day, you may feel that nothing has changed. Your notes can remind you that you now listen longer, speak more clearly, or recover faster. Progress is not always loud. Sometimes it is one shorter pause. Sometimes it is one conversation that you did not avoid. Quiet progress is still progress. Remember that calmness is not something you must find before you learn English. You can build it during the practice. Every time you slow your breath, choose one clear goal, accept a small mistake, and continue speaking. You train calmness and English together. The 2 skills support each other. A calmer mind makes language easier to reach. More successful practice gives you a reason to feel calmer next time. This circle becomes stronger through ordinary days. You do not need a perfect morning, a silent house, or 2 free hours. You need a few honest minutes and a willingness to return. So when English feels heavy, make the task smaller. When your thoughts become loud, return to one sentence. When you forget a word, explain the idea another way. When you make a mistake, correct it and move on. You are not behind. You are in the middle of learning. There will be days when your English flows and days when every word seems to be hiding under the couch. Both kinds of days belong to the journey. Stay patient. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Let steady practice do its quiet work. Before you leave, take one more slow breath and say these words with me. My mind can be calm. My English can grow. I am allowed to learn slowly. I am willing to speak. A mistake cannot stop me. I will keep moving forward. Say the lines once more in your own time. Let them sound natural in your voice. Then choose one simple action for today. Listen to a short story. Describe your room. Order your coffee in English. Record 1 minute about your day. Do not wait for confidence to arrive first. Take a calm action, and confidence will begin to follow. Thank you for spending this time with English Ascent Daily. If this lesson helped you feel calmer, write this sentence in the comments. I can learn English with a calm mind. Writing it will give you one more moment of English practice, and it may encourage another learner too. Keep your practice simple. The end.